Personality and being true to oneself can sometimes be an extremely challenging and daunting feat. Personally, I find myself having to restrict or maintain a certain kind of normality when talking to people that do not suffer from any kind of personality differences or may have something like Aspergers, like myself. I will have to almost maintain an internal dialogue with myself, what I would say, what I wouldn't say, kind of going over and over again in my head what would be a typical conversation, or perhaps something I may say that may be taken in the wrong way. And I find that especially difficult while having an online conversation, is a lot of the time the things that I say will get skewed into perhaps being something negative when it may have just been something that I noticed or just a comment. So it can be difficult. It can be something that I have to kind of stop myself or just not do. I mean, there are times where maybe somebody needs some assistance in terms of purchasing something, and I can tell them, okay, well, you can do this kind of research and you can maintain a list when you're calling different places to get price quotes and that kind of thing, to just kind of help them and ensure that they are on the right track in terms of finding the best deal. For me, I just, once I get on to a tangent, I find myself talking really quick and almost, I don't know if I'm unable to breathe, but I don't find the space to kind of calm down, because my thoughts are usually a lot faster than my verbalization. And that can be a bit of a challenge when speaking to people. It's like, okay, I have all these racing thoughts and all these ideas, but I can't get them out fast enough. I'm sure I'm not the only one that deals with this. And it's hard to maintain a true identity of oneself when you are constantly having to fit this mold that you don't fit in. And I still struggle with that. As a child, it was one of my main challenges in terms of maintaining friendships and even making new ones, was, you're weird. Well, I'm perceptive, I'm verbal, I sometimes say the wrong things or convey the wrong message, and that's been something that sometimes can come across as me being fearless, or me being or me not thinking of others, when that's not the case. It's just how it happens. A lot of people with Asperger's say that they can't be themselves, and I totally understand that, because when can you really be yourself? Even in day-to-day life, when you're at work, you have to maintain this kind of work personality to get along with the other people, and it can be a challenge. It can be difficult, especially when you're dealing with somebody that may be slightly condescending towards you, and you, like me, shut down and have to go deal with it, whether that's going to ask somebody of authority to assist you in terms of getting the equal treatment that one deserves. I don't think it's cowardly, but some people might equate that to being in elementary school and telling the teacher that you were bullied or something like that, which I did. I didn't care what people thought of me. I just felt like I deserved to be treated equally. And that's kind of still where I'm at. striving to be treated equally, striving to be understood when everything is stacked up against you can be probably one of the hardest things to deal with in life. What do you find that you struggle with, or you might find to be something you consider a personality flaw, or even something about your personality that you like that other people may not like? I'm curious to know, and I'd love to engage in conversation with you. Thank you very much for watching.